Record this.
I do mind.
You can hardly be seen. Take a look in the viewfinder and see how much of view you can see there.
I did it.
The view. Oh.
I was a test subject.
See how little of you will be seen?
My legs?
Nope. Not even.
My knees?
Maybe you're
Not even.
Oh, first of all, before you turn that on, warn me about what you're doing.
Oh, this is a class project I'm doing
Okay.
to test out this software I've designed
All right.
to take control of our kiosk. And it will, this is a test of the software, not a test of you, but I want to get some users' opinions
Okay.
on how it works. And I've got a bunch of tasks that to ask you to do, and the screen you see in front of you, the mock-up, the paper mock-up, that
Yes,
thing, yeah,
uh-huh.
that has the buttons on it that I've used, and I've got a slideshow going in just like our slideshow.
Okay.
And if you see the post-its numbered 1 through 6,
Yep, I see that.
those would be your finger pushing the button to do the various tasks I'm going to ask in the order that I'm going to ask them in. So the slideshow is just running, and it's running kind of fast, and the idea is that we're going to make it so that you could stop and read one of these slides that was much more detailed. So the first task is to pause the slideshow so you can read a particular slide a little longer than the time they're coming up on the screen on. So if you'd grab post-it 1 and put it on the button you would push to pause the show. So that's now stopped it, so you could like read, type in there. Great. The second task is to move forward through the slides by 6 slides. So if you grab the number 2 and put that on whatever you think would get you to move forward in the slides, 6 slides. So you push that 6 times. Is that right?
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So it goes forward 6 slides so you can read this one in more detail.
All right.
And the third task is to move backwards 3 slides. So it bops you back to there. And the fourth task is to make the slideshow start up again. And the next task, you can peel those off and put them down below again.
Okay.
And they don't have to be in order because you can read.
Okay.
So any where you want to stick them down there is fine.
Okay.
And the next task, we change it up a little. We're going to ask you to search for a particular policy in the policy database that's behind the screen.
I can use one.
So use 1 to push the first button for that purpose. So you push the search button. And that would change the screen, oops, come back here. The screen, control screen, to look like that.
Oh.
And that's what it would pop up as.
Okay.
So the next task would be then to look up that particular policy in the system. So to do that, you would do what first?
Help. Or
Help would be a good spot to go if you didn't know what to do.
okay. Then search.
Okay, you already pressed
already did
search,
that, yeah.
so it's given you this screen.
Okay. Enter search dictionary.
So it shows you a typewriter keyboard,
Play.
and play would make it start up the display again.
Forward, help, reverse. I don't know, John. I'm confused.
That's perfectly all right. That shows me there's flaws in my design.
Let's go. Oh. I didn't see that.
Yep, I can make that bigger and more obvious.
Okay.
So you've stopped the show. You've gotten to search. You've got the typewriter keyboard,
Okay.
and I guess that isn't quite obvious enough to get you to the next step. And this is not your fault.
No.
This
okay.
is the designer's
yeah,
fault.
No, I understand. Yeah. No, that's good.
So the hope would
It's a
be.
great way to do it.
Well, yeah, I thought that would be a nice little control panel, even if it doesn't search a database
No,
of things
Yep.
like policies. We might get there in a different way,
Yep.
but that would at least get you
Okay.
to that point. Oh, I've lost my place. Come back here. Here we go. So if you were rating this control panel as the interface between you and the big screen bulletin board, On a scale of 1 to 4, with 1 being awful and 4 being great, what score would you give it? And be honest.
I'd say 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you suggest for improvements? Do you have anything right off the top of your head? I'm not asking you to
No, I
take a
know.
design
No,
course
no,
either,
I know.
but just looking for input in case you have any.
You know, I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Because I don't know how much more clear this can be. I'm confused by help.
The help screen would bring up
Okay.
either text that you could read to help you through it, or another PowerPoint presentation like to show you step by step, or maybe a movie.
Okay.
So that's what we would do with the help more than likely.
Okay. I like your symbols.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
If you were the least computer comfortable person in the organization, and we know that you aren't, but if you were, do you think that would have an easy time with this, or
No,
a hard time, or would it be
No,
confusing?
I think it'd be easy to learn.
Uh-huh.
I think it'd be easy to learn.
Great.
Once I know what I was doing.
Yeah, not having any instructions except jump in and go
Right,
makes it
right,
hard.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much. I really
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
it.
you're welcome.
It's a great help.
Yeah, I didn't see this actually.
The idea behind that was that you would type in text here
Okay.
by typing on the keyboard,
Okay.
and then press the go button, and that would put the...
What type of text though? A
Well,
question?
yeah, if you were looking up a policy,
Okay,
let's say
alright.
you wanted to see a policy
Gotcha.
from the policy
Yeah.
database, you put in some
Okay.
of those words, like in Google.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have to put all the words, just some of the
Okay.
words you think would match.
Right, right.
So that was the idea behind
Okay.
that.
All
But I
right.
haven't made it obvious enough.
Okay. You know what I think? I have a suggestion.
Oh,
but,
please,
you know,
yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think the square should be red and the letters should be white or
Uh-huh.
black,
Gotcha.
and I think it would show up a lot better.
Yeah. I used red to try to catch the eye, but
Yeah.
even
Well,
then it didn't catch your
does.
eye enough.
Well, it does, but it's too much white and not enough red. I
Gotcha.
think.
Yeah, I think if we reverse that, it might work
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Great.
Or black. I think maybe black on red.
This is a huge help.
Oh, that
Thank
was
you
so
so
much
much.
fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks again.
Now, do I get a prize?